Welcome to the Bill and Andre Show, the only show that peels back the reality to the lies.
You sound like Russell Brand, man.
I don't know why I did that, but I thought it was funny, so here we are.
People are expecting us to reveal secrets about the Epstein files now, you know?
No, those will stay sealed whilst Donald Trump is in power.
That's true.
I had a conversation with him the other day, and he said no. Sorry.
I mean, he's not ready. The files. I look really bad.
The man's not ready yet to admit to the lies he tells himself.
Yeah, that is true.
How was your week? Let's start to slow.
Well, besides the fact that I was late for this because I've been trying to beat a part of Silksong, which is incredibly frustrating, and I want to murder
welcome, guys, to the part where Billy complains about Silksong. If you weren't keeping track, this is the fourth time.
I love that game, but I also hate that game. It's a weird relationship. It's like imagine just walking into a bed of spikes that were covered in black tar heroin. You know, it's like, ow, that really hurts. But also, can I have some more, please? You know,
dude, that's not healthy for you, man. I quite genuinely, that's not healthy.
No, it's probably not.
Yeah.
No.
We were talking earlier. You should just take a break from it.
Yeah, I should. But then, what else is there to play? You know?
I mean, I don't know. Blackjack and hookers. I couldn't. I had no.
It's all right, dude. Sometimes you run headfirst into a sentence wall. So
but that one went together. So I thought you should say it. Would you like to know what we're going to talk about today?
I would love to know that, Andre.
Nothing in particular. So I was just sitting there and I was trying to work up a script, and it kind of came together, and then I'm like, this is not good enough. Kind of brings back a lot of things that we already talked about, and I'm like, why am I lying to myself? And I'm like, hey, oh, hello. That's a good idea. And then I went up, it wasn't a rabbit hole because it only took me about 15 minutes to find a whole bunch of stuff that we actually lie to each other, and, well, to ourselves, not to each other. Well, to each other as well, but mostly to ourselves. You know? So I thought it would be really cool to talk about this with you.
Lies that we tell ourselves.
Pretty much.
Okay, cool. Pretty much. Is this going to get really personal? Am I going to have to be like, oh yeah, I'm like, oh god.
That's why the couch is ready there, and I have the armchair ready as well. This session is going to be half done here. The rest of it is therapy.
The rest of it's psych, yeah.
Yeah. I need to start practicing being a therapist, Billy. I heard they make money, so.
Not really. Not as much as you might think.
Okay, so still dentist then.
Private dentists actually make fuckloads more, yeah.
Yeah, they do make. So let's start it off. So I split this into sort of 4 different sort of parts of it, and I want to see your opinions.
Mm-hmm.
If I would tell you now, as a lie that I would tell myself is, I'll be happy when I achieve my X goal.
I see.
Are you gonna actually be happy? Because if the way I look at it, and then I want to hear your opinion on it.
No. Explain your viewpoint. I'm curious.
I wrote it in fancy words, and now that I read it back, I'm like, why are you doing that? So we all think that actually happiness comes after the success, but the satisfaction usually fades quite quickly.
Yeah.
Of achieving something,
Like, say, for example, climbing a really difficult platforming section in Silksong. You think, oh, well, it's going to be worth it at the end. And then, of course, it never is. The amount of suffering is just way, way higher than the reward. Sorry.
Are you going to make the whole thing about Silksong? just asking for a friend.
It's part of the game, man. It's true. Honestly. You think you're going to be satisfied after you've beaten this incredibly difficult and annoying boss or whatever. And then you get, a momentary high of, yes, I finally did it.
And then something kills you. And something kills you.
Yeah, then you fall into an obvious trap because you weren't paying attention and you die.
Because you were so happy. See, so it didn't bring you happiness.
This just in from Andre. Happiness is bullshit. Embrace misery.
I'm just saying, it brings you satisfaction for a brief moment, and then you're unhappy again to a certain degree.
It's true. You go, oh, was that worth it? And,
Yeah.
Actually, to be fair, you don't even have to consciously think, was that worth it? You just have to, it's just that the high of achievement is then gone and you're on a new plateau.
Yeah, you are on a new plateau. So, look, a perfect example, right? The flat we're in right now.
Yeah.
I worked really hard to buy it, right? Well, mortgage it, whatever. I worked really hard. I have that. I bought it. Everything I signed in, we moved in. instantly became unhappy because I found all the flaws with it. Right? So I was happy for a moment, and I get like, don't misunderstand me. I'm not proud of myself for myself and Carolyn that we actually did this, but instantly unhappy afterwards, being like, I'm done with it. Like, why was this?
Instantly, you want to start doing building work.
I literally picked up smoking again because I at that point I quit smoking. I picked up smoking in the process of buying this flat.
Oh Jesus.
Okay, so it's like, hey, was it worth it?
Hey,
Well, it was worth it, but am I happy with the success I had?
That's the thing. You know what's interesting, though, is that you kind of stumbled headfirst and completely by accident, I expect, into basically the core tenet of Buddhist philosophy.
Was it?
Yeah. The Buddha, the whole story of the Buddha, if I can wax on for a little bit here.
Yeah, go ahead.
The Buddha was born like an incredibly, the original Buddha, Siddhartha Gautama, was born incredibly rich prince in India. He had everything he could ever wanted, basically at the snap of his fingers, like wine, food, women, whatever. And he did that for a while. And he sort of found that even though he had everything, he was still bored. He was still unhappy. He was still unsatisfied.
Wasn't it sort of that his parents were sheltering from the poorness of the outside, right?
Yeah, he had no idea. Yeah. Then he took a trip one day, saw how everyone else was living and went, well, these people sometimes seem more happy than me. How does that make sense? I have more things than they do. So he decided to flee his home, basically. He abandoned all of his royal duties and shit and just disappeared. And he found, he sort of took the monk's way from that on, where he was just, withdrawing himself, from everything that gave him sort of pleasure or joy. So he was, surviving on, 3 grains of rice a day at one point, apparently, allegedly, story, He was meditating under trees for long, long periods of time. But after a while, he sort of understood that neither extreme made him happy. None of them made him satisfied.
Yeah.
And then he sort of, after a bit of thinking, he achieved what they call nirvana, which is enlightenment, a state of being where you do not have desire anymore. And he kind of wrote famously, the enemy of human happiness is desire. So what you're saying, chasing goals, being goal-oriented, sounds really good and on a CV or whatever. But it actually makes you fucking miserable.
It does because you always have to fight and you never relax.
Because the desire is always there, you're always going for the next thing, And it's the same thing if you're just a dropout junkie, like the rich, successful business guy who's constantly trying to make more money and the junkie who's constantly looking for his next fix are basically the same sort of thing.
Well, there was a story once on the internet. I think it was made in a short form sort of content. And this guy on the beach, he's just there fishing, minding his own business, and this super rich guy comes up to him and is like, I have all of this, all of that, all of whatever. And the poor guy's like, yeah, man, good for you. You have everything you ever wanted. What's the end goal? And he looks at him and he's like, I want to just sit here and fish. And he's like, I already have that. Right? It was a story. I think it was also...
It's like an old fable kind of thing.
Right? So he already has everything that the rich guy wants. So it's like...
It's true. I mean, the ultimate goal of, being rich is so that you don't have to work, really.
But you have to work a lot.
To stay rich.
Which is...
Yeah. I mean, imagine being even if you were even people like Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk, right? All these guys have got filthy amounts of money, just disgusting amounts of money. They could feed the entire world 17 times over and still be rich.
Yeah.
They're miserable, dude. They're all miserable.
Probably they are. Yeah,
that's why Jeff Bezos is flying himself up to space just so he can feel something. It's really, really quite a sad thing.
Or he's looking for his hair again.
His hairline's retreated that far. It's in a cold vacuum.
Let's not be that mean. Sorry.
He can wipe his tears up with the millions of dollars he got from shutting down bookshops. Thank you, Jeff Bezos, for everything.
No, he has that money from enslaving his staff, man.
Oh yeah, and the slavery. Yeah,
it's it doesn't work without that. Clearly.
So the lie that you tell yourself is, you can have as many slaves as you want, but you'll never be happy.
Wow. On that note, let's move on. I almost sounded like Top Gear there.
Yeah, well, on that note, let's move on. Which one would you be, Clarkson?
I don't know. I want to be May.
Everyone says they want to be James May because he's the actual clever one.
And he's actually
a nice
looks
guy.
Human. He actually looks. He has a YouTube channel, right?
Yeah, he's a really funny guy.
It's amazing. Him and making his sandwiches. I love his content so much.
He's actually like, this is a complete tangent, but whatever.
The whole episode is going to be a tangent. You could just go on.
Good. He actually released a really excellent cookbook once called "Oh Cook" instead of his catchphrase, which is "Oh Cock." So, "Oh Cook," I've cooked a bunch of recipes out of it. They're really fucking good.
Yeah.
Like, he's got a banging one in there for like bouillabaisse, that French thing.
Bouillabaisse, which is the soup out of fish.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got like all sorts of like cool shit like that in there. I recommend picking it up if you ever see a copy of it.
I think I never understand about people that write cookbooks. The recipes are already on the internet. So are you just doing the recipes yourself and be like, oh, this is my version of this, but you're actually just giving a random recipe off the internet? Like,
that's a good point. I wonder if people have been in trouble for plagiarizing recipes before.
I don't know, dude. I get it where big name chefs like Raymond Blanc or what's his name, the really angry man.
Gordon Ramsay.
I love how it just said a really angry man. It could have been anybody. You know, they're really good chefs and they have a specific sort of palate and this is their skill. Everybody else, like all the YouTubers that make cookbooks, I'm like, come on, dude. Be serious. You cooked on YouTube. Anyway, let's move on.
Yeah, otherwise I'm going to go on a massive rant about Hannah Harto.
I have a whole bunch of them to go through.
Deep into the Andre psyche. More lies that you tell yourself. Number 2.
You don't do that. I don't care what people think.
Oh yeah, that's a massive quote from loads of people. Yeah,
which everybody cares.
Yeah, you kind of have to.
Like it's in our sort of social nature to care, even though like not in the idea that you don't care. You don't want to put much emphasis on what they say or on their opinion, but you still care.
Yeah, people still care. Like, it's a very, like, teenager sort of one, that, isn't it? I don't care what people think about me, and they say, as they're, like, putting more hair product in, you know?
Yeah.
Styling themselves in a very specific way so that they fit in and stand out from their peer group.
Because it's sort of that rebellion to the act, right? Even by you saying, I don't care, you automatically acknowledged that, and through your rebellion, you kind of care because you already put it out there.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like sort of disproves itself, doesn't it? Because you're telling other people that you don't care.
So you already started the subject.
So you want them to know.
So you cared.
You cared enough to tell them that you don't care.
Exactly, right? So it kind of works up on itself.
Yeah. It's a wild one, but that's like a really common one you see. Like everybody has like that sort of phase where they're like, I'm a lone wolf. I don't care about what other people think.
I found myself a lot of times at work and be like, I don't care anymore. Leave me alone. Stop telling me about it. But if somebody walks up to me with a problem, I'll go solve the problem. And it's because I can't stop caring, right? Like I try not to care about stupid BS that happens at work. Like I can't just deflect it and be like, not my problem, go find somebody else to solve your problem. Because I could, realistically, because I'm not the highest manager there. So I could always deflect. Being like, sorry, that's not in my job description.
Yeah, that's a Gary job, sorry.
Yeah, just get Gary to sort out your holidays or whatever. But I don't want to do that. If somebody messaged me like, can you help me with this? And I'm like, sure, man. I'll do it as soon as I can clock in. I will not do it for free, but I will do it.
Yeah, never do that shit on your off time, ladies and gentlemen.
It's never worth it. It's never worth it. I mean, if you message... This is tangent. It's tangent one. So if you would message me in my free time, saying, Andre, I have this problem, but whatever. And I'm like, I can't help you because I'm not working, but I can guide you where to go. I feel like that's not taking too much of my time and I'll do it. I wouldn't physically do it myself, as in, you want me to approve your holidays, you have this and you have that, and you're calling in sick to me, which I'm not even working. That one really pisses me off. People call in sick and they message me and they call me and like, oh, sorry, Andre, I don't feel very well today. I can't come in. And I'm like, you're clearly faking, but that's fine. First of all, I'm like, I can pass on the message, but you still need to physically call in to the manager on shift. Because I am not working, so you can't call in sick to me. You can't make this my problem.
Have you ever tried to like, fake out a person who you thought was faking it? Like, just say, damn, sorry, dude. That's real shame because we were going to have a party after work. And like, and they're like, oh, actually, I might be able to come in.
Oh, I hate when I did have people call in sick, and then I saw them on the street and they looked fucking fine to me.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah,
That's
well, like I
very
wasn't
bad.
working, they called in sick to me, and then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go off about my day, let the right people know that they're sick. And then I see them on the street and I'm like, you motherfucker, what are you doing in a pub?
Specifically, what are you doing in this pub, the one I'm currently
Yeah,
drinking
this is
in?
my pub.
Yeah. You know where I drink. Why have you come here?
He wanted to be caught.
Yeah, like literally.
Yeah, he gets off on it.
Oh, God. That's a very, very specific fetish, yeah.
Should I move to the next one?
No, there's still things to go here.
Yeah, okay, go.
Because, like, okay, not caring what other people think. It's a really, really nice sounding sentiment in your head or whatever. Obviously, it's not true. You know, most people do, you know, give a somewhat of a shit about what other people think, even if it's just like a few people, you know? If you don't actually, there are some people who genuinely don't care what other people think. Psychopaths.
Okay. Oh.
Genuine, like, you know, emotion-free psychopaths. Those people do not care.
But there's the most functional psychopaths. Aren't they the ones that fake the fact that they care?
Yeah. American
they
Psycho style, yes.
Yeah, because they want to be part of society.
Hey, man, tone down the anti-Semitism over here. That's the whole point of American Psycho. He's like putting on this like face when he just doesn't actually give a shit, you know. But most, like you say, most psychopaths, you know, at least the successful ones, the ones that aren't like locked up for violence or whatever,
yeah,
they do put on a front. You know, they do put on a pretty skilled front for the most part. You know, those sorts of people are a lot rarer than you think. They show up in movies a lot because they're interesting.
Yeah. Well, that's like a lot of people like this thing with ADHD, right?
Mm.
You see cases of ADHD and you see real cases of ADHD, but there's also a lot of fake sort of cases when people self-diagnose as the ADHD and stuff like that, right?
Oh, like the self-diagnosing TikTok people. Yeah.
So my point is, like, ADHD is real. People actually have it, and some of them really suffer because of it. And my heart goes out to them. But because you see them on the internet and you're like, oh, that's super interesting because they have ADHD. They sort of get romanticized in a way, and then everybody already has all of a sudden has ADHD to a certain degree, and I'm like, cool, I get it, it's a spectrum.
Yeah,
we're all on that spectrum, but we can't be all two extremes of that spectrum, right?
True.
Yeah.
One thing I do want to say though is like autism and ADHD, like getting an official diagnosis is actually a lot harder than people think it is.
Yeah, because they have to test you for so many things.
Yeah,
right?
and it takes fucking forever. It's a long ass like process.
Because you probably have to have a few experts wing into it.
You have to have, well, an expert. You have to be a consultant psychiatrist, and you also have to have like a lot of family members to chime in, like describe your behavior when you were young. You know, basically they want a picture of your behavior from like before you could sort of like pretend you didn't have ADHD, you know, before you work out how to get around it. So they want to know, okay, what's your like starting point?
Okay.
Does this person consistently engage in this behavior and that behavior? And, you know, what would you say about them? Were they hyperactive? Were they, you know, could they remember things properly? That kind of thing.
Stupid question. ADHD is something that you will be born with and you will always have, right? It's not something that would develop by itself through your life, right?
That's an interesting question.
I'm genuinely curious now because we're going into this.
There's two schools of thought. One of them is that it's a sort of, you know, it's an innate sort of, you know, deficiency, you know, it's an innate, you know, difficulty in paying attention and remembering things. Like, you know, just your working memory is a bit different. It's kind of, you're kind of born with it.
Yeah.
The other school of thought, it's a biased decision-making process. So it's like an impatience kind of in your decision-making process that becomes like, you know, part of your normal thinking strategies.
Okay.
Very, very interesting, but it is hotly debated. I will not be able to say one way or the other whether ADHD is caused by anything.
Yeah.
But I think most things, if the social conditions are right, can be like either exacerbated or made better.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
I think the reason that there's more ADHD diagnosis now is partly because the diagnosis model has gotten better.
Oh yeah. Well, we know that like in most things, the diagnosis process got better. Because my example with being dyslexic, nobody would think I was dyslexic when I was growing up. I was just bad at school, and I think I said this a million times on this podcast. It just, the system was made in such a way. Like, I'm really happy for the kids nowadays that have dyslexia and they actually get diagnosed, and then they can actually be taught school system, but in the way they will understand it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm super happy for. I might have been really rich now, Billy, if somebody knew how to taught me how my brain works, right?
Yeah.
But it's fine. We live with it.
We always find out how our brain works a bit too late to do anything about it.
Yeah.
You ever notice that?
Yeah. You're actually becoming intelligent later in life, so the benefit of growing old, right?
Yeah.
You get wisdom.
Yeah, and you also, time. It takes time to figure that shit out. Yeah, there's a very good friend of mine from an old job. I won't name him, but he got no GCSEs at all because he went to he went to school in like the 60s and 70s, so he had absolutely no. Like, they had no ability to understand dyslexia back then. They just thought he was shit. So
yeah, but that's what it was.
And because he was shit at school, he got treated like shit. Like, they just sort of forgot about him and didn't oh, well, he's never going to pass anything anyway, can barely write, so whatever.
So just leave him in the corner.
Yeah, and he's a very, very clever guy. Like,
I bet he was. I bet he is.
Yeah, I mean, he, fixes classic cars in his spare time.
Oh, great.
He I think one of his early jobs was fixing pianos, repairing pianos, which is a hard thing to do.
So
man.
His brain was wired in such a way that will be more easy for him to understand.
Yeah.
But I think if somebody would have actually seen him and be like, okay, cool, actually he has more of a technical brain, let's just help him out too.
Yeah, let's give him physical tasks to do rather than writing stuff down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So talking about time, right? There's another big. This is a lie that we've been given to us, where it says that time heals all wounds.
Oh.
Time does help, right?
It does and it doesn't,
But in a way it does help, but you will never be fully healed by the process. We're not just talking about physical wounds, because those suck.
Yeah.
Two pulled shoulders, still suffering 3 years later.
Lower back issues.
Yeah. But it always lingers with us, right? So if you have some sort of pain that, it always will linger with you. So it doesn't heal it completely.
That's true.
That if something is healed, it's healed. It's done. It's fixed.
To be honest, maybe it's it's funny because the lies that you tell yourself, they always come into mental health topics to me.
Yeah.
They always come across
the first part is mostly mental health.
Yeah, it kind of is, isn't it? But yeah, the whole time he heals wounds. Andre just nearly dropped his laptop.
It's fine. It's 10 years old.
Lies you tell yourself. I'll fix this laptop at some point. But yeah, the time heals thing. Sometimes it's the opposite. Like a bit like a serious physical injury will never really heal itself properly.
Yeah.
Sometimes over time things can get worse.
Yeah.
Because when you're a kid, you're changing so much and so fast.
Wow, you're going that route. I wasn't even thinking to go that deep. Okay,
no, it's true though.
It's true. Yeah.
When you're 9, you might have some personality faults. You might be a bit of a stubborn brat. You might have, but you can think, oh well, I'll grow out of this. I won't have this problem when I'm 18 or 20 or whatever. And in your 20s, you can say, well, I'll learn from this. I won't have this problem of drinking too much and ending up being sick all over myself when I'm a proper adult, right?
And then 35 and you're doing this.
Yeah. 35 and you're still a pisshead and you're like, oh yeah, maybe I shouldn't be thinking I'll just grow my way out of this, But because we learned that when we were a kid, that we can just grow our way out of things, we sort of expect it to carry on, and it doesn't.
Yeah. It doesn't really, right?
Eventually you kind of just are the person you are, and you need to sort of either put the effort in to fix it, or you're going to stay like that,
Well, see, I constantly say to people, because me and Carol have been together for 10 years, right? And people ask me, how do you guys do it? And we're like, we worked on it. This did not come by itself. Because I was an idiot and I did stupid things and I got angry with things that I look back at them and I'm like, the fuck was wrong with me?
Yeah.
Kind of thing, right? And we both worked on each other's personalities and we grew from it. And I think Carol made me a much better me than I would have been without her, right? So
as a good partner should,
Yeah, because you learn and you grow with each other. That's what it is. But still, so time does not really heal all wounds.
No. Going back to one more sort of thought I want to have about that. Quite a lot of the time, and this happens a lot with people in mental health settings a lot. If you've been traumatized, severely traumatized, by an action done to you by somebody else, that's usually the cause of it, right? Quite a lot of the time, at the time, it doesn't feel as big, but as you grow, the pain grows with you, It becomes sort of abstract. It stops being okay, here was a physical thing that happened to me. It becomes a massive idea of what happened to you. You know, it's like, well, this thing happened to me because of X reason to do with myself. Yeah. And it became, you know, an X other reason to do with myself, which means I'm obviously not a worthy person, you know, because of these like chains of logic that we sort of construct. So sometimes time can make it worse, you know? You should always try and jump on those things early when you notice them, when you like, okay, this is seriously affecting me. I need to get it sorted. Because otherwise it's going to turn into a much bigger and nastier idea.
Yeah, bigger, nastier animal to have to wrestle down.
Yeah, literally.
Quite literally.
Sorry, I just got the image of like the trauma bear, just like, hello.
And he looks like the Chinese president.
just Winnie the Pooh, just like, exactly. Hello, I'm your trauma bear. Oh, bother.
Oh, bother. Where's my honey? So, because it's funny, you went down that route, that train of thought. The next one is, I know myself.
Oh, yeah. That's a massive one. That's such a cope, yeah.
So research shows we're terribly judging our own motivations and behaviors. This is a quote. This is an actual quote. I didn't write this because I'm not smart enough to do that. But this is an actual quote. So the research actually shows that we don't actually know ourselves.
No, not really, no.
So I did this because I liked this one a lot, right? When I was writing it down. My last batch of training that I had to go through, one of the training module was what kind of manager you are in your environment and what other people's opinions are of you. And they got me to do this stupid exercise, right? And they're like, give a blank piece of paper to someone. Don't tell them to write their name down on the piece of paper, and tell them to write 3 characteristics they know about you. As this characteristic of my personality, of what other people think of my personality, right? And take all these pieces of paper from 10 different people, put it in a matrix, and see where you end up being.
See who can identify that. Oh, there, that's Andre.
Because you also, at the same time, you put 3 characteristics about your personality that you think are your characteristics. Which identify you as a manager in this case, right? I was not even fucking close.
Did you put things like competent, good looking, athletic?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I don't want to go into details of it because it was a bit of a shock to myself. But a lot of them was caring, and one of them, somebody actually wrote, I'm very smug. Which I don't want to say their name, dude. I don't want to say their name.
Do you want some like burn cream for that?
I can understand people's writing. Just so you know, it wasn't typed out. I'm coming for you. No, I'm not. But it's
Did you just go into work the next day and was like arbitrary punishments?
No. I didn't hate on anybody. It was part of my thing that I need to finish the stupid ass course, which was I felt like this was the most unnecessary part as working in a restaurant from the whole thing, you know, making me question myself and how I see myself.
We're going deep into your mind. This is an assistant manager's training course. We're going deep into your soul.
No, it's a general manager's training course. It's higher up on the Scientology ladder. It felt like that, not gonna lie to you. It's like...
No, it's the opposite, because like if you go higher in Scientology, you have to pay more, but you're getting paid more for going higher. Like that's how work works.
Oh, why am I paying them then? I'm doing this wrong.
But yeah, a lot of people say that they know themselves. Like, you know, I overhear it in like pubs all the time. It's like people like, if they like had an argument with somebody, they're complaining about it to somebody else. It's like, oh yeah, well, I know who I am, right? Like, she doesn't know me. I know who I am, and I'm not that guy. And I'm like, no, you're totally that guy. You're totally that guy who cheats on people. That's what you do. You know? There's tons of, you know, little copes that we like to, because not knowing who you are is actually a really destabilizing feeling. So we kind of have to lie to ourselves. Otherwise, we'd be constantly questioning everything. And, you know Okarun from Dandadan?
Yeah, I know of him. Yes.
Yeah, you know what his character is like. You know, every single time something good happens to him, he's like immediately like he's like, nah, well, this could never happen to me. I'm just gonna crawl off and be in the darkness and the like.
Yeah.
That's, you know, He doesn't know himself. He doesn't know what's going on.
Didn't Carolyn put you off on that TV show?
It was a good TV show. It's a very, very good anime.
Yeah, that's all right.
It's got high energy. I like it.
Okay.
We're not going to turn this into a debate about anime. We got.
That's a completely different episode.
Here's a lie we tell ourselves: anime is worthwhile.
Yes, it is. Oh, dude, do not.
I was joking. I watch more anime than you, anyway.
No, you don't.
I do.
Yeah.
Well, you watch anime because it's on, rather than actually searching it out.
Well, that is true. Actually,
Mm.
you're right with that. I consume anime because it's better content than most other fucking things out there.
That's sadly true. Yeah.
We were literally watching this guy right before you came in. We were watching this guy, and he was talking about the evolution of anime.
Mm.
We might have to do an episode about that.
Oh.
It's phenomenal. I'm gonna plagiarize the dude, but it's okay because he was brilliant. It's not plagiarization if I call him. I'll be like, that's the guy that thought. No, I'm not gonna.
You're just gonna rewrite his video.
No, not doing that. No.
Hey, getting called out might boost the subscriber numbers. Like and subscribe, by the way.
Okay.
Not enough of you are doing that.
Yeah, liking or subscribing. All right,
watching.
Let's move away from all this sobby shit.
Yeah.
Let's move to technology.
Oh, lies about technology.
Yeah. So more information means better understanding. Not always the case.
No, it's true.
Because you build bias, and then you also confuse and you polarize your opinions.
That's the what's the Mark Twain comment? There are lies, damn lies, in statistics.
Yeah, especially that there's so much bad information on the internet.
Oh yeah.
If you take anything, and you will find a million different fucking things that are wrong with it. Like there's a funny case with more information. So there was this case somewhere in a court, somewhere in America. I should have written it down, but anyway, the idea was they wrote their whole thing, just their whole statement, which was a 120 pages statement with AI.
Oh, wow. Oh.
Which is absolutely insane.
Wait. Like a statement in their own defense?
I can't remember. I have to look it up. But the idea was it was completely written by AI, and AI takes information off the internet.
Oh, no.
The internet is wrong. And somebody broke it down, like, they went page by page, and they're like, what the fuck's going on here? They didn't even bother to read it themselves.
That's really bad.
Like, I get it. You want to make your life easy with AI, and make some sort of things like make them flow better and easier for you to create, so you have more time to do other things. I get it, but just copy pasting.
It's your fucking court documents, man.
It's insane.
What are you doing? Well, I wouldn't leave my life in the hands of AI for fucking any reason, let alone if I'm in court.
You can to a certain degree, right? But again, you're right. You can't let AI do your court.
Court documents, man. Okay, I'm not sure if this is going to become a common thing, but it has happened at least once or twice already. American politicians have been caught, like, writing their policies with AI. Like, oh, my housing policy, just type it into ChatGPT. Wow. Give me a housing policy. And of course, the policy is drawn on like other housing policies, so it's basically just the same shit as already been done. It's not a new idea.
You're not creating a new idea. You're just,
no, of course not.
Just regurgitating, right? That's
regurgitating. Yeah,
it's a great word.
Regurgitated slop. Those two words go very well together.
So because we're already on AI, I can go into the next one.
Here's a lie you tell yourself: AI is good.
No, I'm not influenced by algorithms.
Oh, yeah, you totally are. Yeah, everybody is.
Everybody is. Like, you don't have a choice.
Yeah, like you literally don't. It's really unfortunate.
It's insane how much we're controlled about all this.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, like, people think that because, you're just scrolling through YouTube and that's all of YouTube. You think that's all of YouTube just there for you to enjoy. No. There's a very, very tiny part of it.
It's minute. Like, I look at, because me and Carol have our YouTube pages on the same PlayStation, but we got
a joint YouTube account.
No,
we
don't. They're both separated with our own accounts. And sometimes she leaves her YouTube on, and then I see what she's watching. Yeah,
and you're like, wow,
that's boring.
Yeah.
Make up this, make up that. No, that's so fucking fun. Yes.
Me and my partner were always looking at each other's YouTube. I was like, wow, your YouTube homepage is way different from mine. Because mine is like politics, Silksong, and like metal covers of video game music for the most part.
Nice.
And occasionally you get like a Mother's Basement or like an anime thing. But hers is all like, like drama channels and like, drag queens, like, looking at reacting to shit. And I'm like, wow, I've never heard of any of these people.
Exactly.
It's almost bizarre. It's like looking into a different parallel universe.
It is a parallel. It's the women's side of things.
What was it? What was that thing? I can't remember who said it, but someone said like, you see, I've looked up enough flat Earth things now that it's ruined my algorithm, and you have to suffer with me.
Exactly. But funny enough, another one that I put it on my list. It's completely connected to everything we're saying. If it's trending, it must be good.
Oh yeah, that's a really common lie people tell themselves, man. Like
it's like, it's trending, so you should go to see this. You should go and do this because they did it. And you just get disappointed.
Yeah, it's like I don't get why people find celebrities attractive most of the time. I think it's like a peer pressure thing. Like this person is like acknowledged to be hot, therefore you must find them hot.
Except for Henry Cavill.
Yeah, well, that's an objective fact.
Yeah, okay? That's written into the stars.
Yes, he's literally just made of, just perfection Greek beef or whatever.
Much.
Like, just a perfect human being.
He was made with the hammer of Thor, in the catacombs of Egypt. I don't know, man. He's just perfect.
He's an objectively attractive man, and then you realize that he's a nerd, and you're like, oh, actually, he's more attractive.
Yeah,
now.
he's even.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I can chill and like play video games with him as well.
Yeah, that's great.
Ideal life. Henry Cavill, like, return my calls.
Oh, how much did you call him?
Enough.
Okay, it's called stuff.
He has my number.
Another lie, but this one's it's not necessarily a lie that we tell to ourselves, because people make you feel like privacy is dead. In the idea that
wait, is the lie that there is privacy, or is the lie that privacy is dead?
The lie is the privacy is dead, because you can still have privacy to a certain degree.
Yeah. You just have to smash all your electronics and move and become a fisherman.
Well, I'm trying really hard to be super under the radar. It's not working.
No, it doesn't work, dude. They're listening to you all. They're listening to us recording this podcast.
Okay, we are recording this podcast.
Yeah, I'm glad.
We are willingly putting it out there.
But our phones are already listening to what we're saying whilst we're recording this and trying to sell us advertising.
So it's Google listening to me right now. Hello, Gigi. Oh, it actually is.
Oh, look.
That's insane.
Did you just say hello, Gigi, and Google came up?
Yeah.
That's insane.
That's absolutely insane.
Yeah, you shouldn't be doing that.
I shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah, like whenever I have this policy of whenever like annoying adverts come on, I start screaming like incomprehensibly, like just swearing like bloody murder at my phone, just to see if like anyone's listening during the ads, because then they might stop sending me those fucking ads,
It's just the bad ads, is it?
Yeah, it's the Temu ads. It's the Temu ads that drive me up the fucking wall, man.
Well, why do you have Temu ads?
I don't know. Like the Temu song was like constantly on my because I don't have like premium YouTube on my phone. I just use my old account.
Oh, fair.
I actually having two separate algorithms is actually kind of interesting, because I get stuff like recommended on my phone that I wouldn't get otherwise.
That still happens for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So whatever I'm getting recommended on my phone is completely different than what I'm getting recommended on the TV.
Okay.
It's insane. So usually on my phone it's very long form content.
Yeah.
Because I listen to music sometimes when I go around with the bus now. But most of the times I'll listen to videos.
Yeah.
And I just put them in the background, and it's just something to talk to me.
Yeah. It's a long form podcast in audio form, like this one, which you
like
should be listening to on the bus. Like and subscribe.
And now coming on most platforms.
I'm experimenting with putting the nagging in the middle of the videos to see if anyone like listens to it. Like,
if anybody gets there.
Yeah. They
most
probably
people
won't.
Stop at 17.
Yeah. Damn it! You should have told me that before we started.
I know. I should have. Okay, let's just move on.
Move on. Next lie.
The 10th one. Technology is neutral.
Oh yeah. It's not.
Like a lot of people think like, oh, it's technology. It's inanimate. Most technology is run by companies, and people don't realize this.
Yeah.
So they just want to sell you things. It's like I'm saying I have a high-tech Samsung phone, but it's a great phone. It doesn't have much bloatware, but actually has a ridiculous amount of bloatware, because they want you to get all their stuff. They want you their fitness, their this, their that. This is just an example, right?
Yeah, I have a Samsung as well, and like, have you ever noticed that randomly my Pictures app decided to start doing like, oh, it's been a year since this happened, and of course it's my phone, so like half of it's fucking nudes, and I'm like, dude, don't show me that, and like when I'm at work, Jesus Christ. It's like,
wow, well, the thing is mistaken at work.
No.
Weirdo.
I didn't have a job a year ago. See?
That's why.
But no, the it's weird. Like I didn't ask Samsung to do that. It just does it automatically now. And it's like every once in a while I'll be like, oh yeah, this was a year ago, and it's like a bunch of completely unrelated, because I take like photos like sometimes. I'm not like constantly taking photos of things. So all the photos are completely fucking unrelated. It's like, nude, my best friend's wedding, another nude, a picture of a milkshake, some food, nude. Like it's just like they're completely unrelated. It's not a story.
You have a problem.
No, I do not. I have, a perfect life in all manners of things.
Okay, moving on. Moving to a different sort of category altogether.
Yeah.
Because we did technology. We were happy with technology. Not really.
Well, we're not happy with technology. That was kind of the point.
I call this one the money side of things.
Ah.
Right? So this one I really fucking hate. Right, when it says, "Work hard, it always pays off."
That's a big lie. Yeah.
I hate it so much when people say that, because that's not the truth. Yeah, it does pay to a certain degree. It doesn't pay off.
No. Like
it's not a make-all kind of situation. Like you worked hard, so that means you will be rich.
Yeah, it's not like alchemy. It's not like equivalent exchange or anything.
So the effort matter, the luck, the timing, the privilege you've been born in, because somebody that gets inherited wealth, they didn't work hard to pay off for them. They just paid off.
My father gave me a small loan of $1 million.
Yeah, right.
It's literally that.
It's absolutely insane. The whole fucking thing.
Yeah, the hard work pays off thing. I'm actually sort of like investigating this a little bit deeper for a different YouTube video, but it was kind of one of those things that we used to keep slaves in line. The Protestant work ethic thing. You can buy
yourself out if you do this.
You'll get to heaven if you work hard. Those who labor hard on earth will be given their reward in heaven, all that shit. Basically, it existed to control poor people and get them to keep working in the fields, because otherwise, the king might not be able to have as many gold palaces.
Oh, poor king.
I know. We give the rich so much shit in our society. We
mistreat them every single day.
I always say if rich people are upset by what I have to say, they can pay me to shut up.
Our Patreon account is attached.
If you're rich, please pay us to stop taking this podcast.
This one's more of a hospitality one, right? And we don't say to ourselves, but this is a lie that hospitality employees have been given.
Yeah.
The customer is always right.
No. The thing is, I know that this is an incomplete quote. The customer is always right in matters of taste.
Did I tell you that?
Yes, I think you did.
It's just a way to oppress people in hospitality and customer service in general. It's just oppression.
Yeah, it kind of
is. Insane. And people actually took this to heart. Like nowadays, I don't want to say this out loud. People complain to me, but if they're talking bullshit, kind of explain to them in a very well-rounded way that you're wrong. And I genuinely do not care. Like, going back to I don't care. I care, but I care about the fact that you're wrong. And I'll explain to you why you're wrong. And one day it's going to get me fired. I know for a fact one day it's going to get me fired. But so far, never had a complaint. Not even one.
That's good. That's very good. Not having a complaint is good. My favorite thing is diverting people when they try and make a complaint. So it's just like, okay, the complaints procedure is clearly listed on our website. Here is a card. Here is a, scan the QR code. And of course, there isn't really. It's just, a card. But, just tell them that there's a complaints procedure. It's commonly available on our website. Go home and look it up. Basically, just fuck off out of my shop. Fuck off.
You can't do that in hospitality.
No, sadly not.
You have to deal with it now and then. But most cases, like, I try to help people. If we're wrong, we're wrong. That is what it is. But if they're wrong, I'm like, fuck you, man.
Yeah.
Like, what you mean it's that? No, it's not. Like, here's why it's not that. And it's like, oh, but it looks like this. And I'm like, yeah, but you're fucking wrong.
You didn't read it properly. Sorry.
Yeah, you didn't see it right.
It says 2 for 1 when you buy a full meal. Not 2 for 1 all the time, asshole.
This is not a lie, again, not the lie that we tell ourselves, but another lie that we've been fed working. Is that the corporation actually cares for you?
Oh, wow, yeah. I mean, I always thought it was sort of taken as for granted that, like, obviously the corporation doesn't care about you. I've always felt that way.
But there's people that are so indoctrinated in that. It's absolutely insane.
We're all one big family. Welcome to the family. Like, oh,
So
God,
I used to work for
cult
Marriott,
vibes.
right? So I used to work for Marriott. I can say this because I don't work there anymore. So
Yeah,
fuck them.
fuck the Marriott.
Fuck the Marriott. You know they're what they're called.
They're being bought out by Saudi Arabia.
Oh yeah, that's a given. Saudi Arabia
Everything's being bought out by Saudi Arabia.
I mean, that's not even a surprise. There are what they're called. The American Christians.
Evangelicals?
No, dude. We had an episode about them.
Quakers? I'm just saying random groups of Christians, man. Scientology, Mormons.
Mormons. They're all Mormons. They're all Mormons.
Yeah. Wait, is the people who run the Marriott Mormons?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
They're Mormons.
That's mental.
It's insane, right?
That's weirድ.
Yeah.
That's
There you
kind
go.
of-
The more you know. So you were walking towards the canteen where the staff rooms are. So you were going up the stairs, and there was a big quote. Look after your staff, and they will look after your customers. And I'm like, dude, I'm being mistreated. Am I supposed to start mistreating this guy? I did not get that memo. Am I supposed to go?
Yeah, sorry, Andre. We're making you do another double shift after your other double shift. So, yeah, you can just punch a customer in the dick now.
Yeah, it's officially when you do 2 double shifts in a row and both clothings. Clothing in hospitality means closing, opening.
Oh.
It's called a clothing. Right, so you finish at 12:30 and you open at 6 o'clock the next day. It's the best.
It's fun.
It's the greatest. Sleeping for 4 hours and then going to work and being okay with that. Anyway, trauma.
We put up with a lot of shit in our 20s, man.
Yeah.
Like-
Well, I put up a lot of shit in the last 5 years ago.
Fair enough.
So, okay, I can't do it anymore because I'm old. But my knees don't want to work the same way.
I once did 3 long days in social care back to back. That's 7 till 10 each day.
That's a long day.
Yeah, that's a long ass day. And then come back in at another 7 o'clock till 10 o'clock. And then another 7. By the end of it, I was basically a fucking husk. I was dead.
No, because it just takes everything out of you.
Yeah,
Because you basically go home like it's a hotel. No pun intended. And it's just... But yeah, so I was thinking, yeah, if you do 2 double shifts in a row, you're allowed to punch 1 customer in the nuts.
That should be a law. Keir Starmer, are you listening to this?
You know, or slap a child that just ran around the restaurant. I mean, it should be written down.
I think they should like equip everyone with like those net guns and just like. So if there is a child running like loose around, it's like, psh, we've caught your child, madam. It's safe and sound.
Did you see at our local pub? And they have a little message. All children should be supervised at all times. This is not a crash. Did you not see that?
No, I didn't see that.
I'll point it out to you. I saw it last night.
That's quite funny, to be fair.
It's like my respect for them just grew even more.
Yeah, well, you know, they run a sensible business, you know, and a sensible business doesn't let children run around and bite things. But a corporation will tell you, no, that's a potential customer. They're possibly giving us more money, so you have to suffer. Fuck you.
Going to the next one. Have you remember that book which was called The Secret?
Yes.
So this is one of the lies from there.
Oh, God.
You can manifest success just by believing.
Yeah, the manifestation thing. Okay, so I grew up, you know, sort of raised by hippies. One hippie in particular. And she sort of, you know, gave me a sort of similar idea of the cosmic order. You know, it was like, you know, demanding things from the cosmos where you sit down and focus on what you want and then write out what you want and then you order it from the cosmos spiritually. It shall happen. Like, no, that's just, you know, making a carefully written list of short-term goals. That's all that is. That's all the secret is. It's just knowing what you want, which most people don't anyway.
Yeah, but most people don't. Yeah, that's true.
It's like you don't know yourself, you don't know what you want. Pretty simple.
They kind of work with each other, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, The Secret was a fuckload of bullshit. I mean,
it was a lot of bullshit.
I mean,
you need to have a board made up, and you have to look at it every morning.
Vision board.
Vision board. That's insane.
And pretty soon it
people
looks like
really got into it.
Oh yeah, because Oprah promoted it, man. Like
Did she?
Yeah. Oprah was a big fan of that.
Because when The Secret came out, I was still living in Romania. Remember seeing these young girls buying The Secret, and they're like, "This book will change my life." It did. Now they're still fucking stuck in Romania.
Yeah.
Just putting it out there.
And you, the one who wasn't, dreaming, having a vision board of going to Paris, you ended up out of Romania.
Yeah.
Funny how things happen.
Well, they happen because, let's not go there.
Yeah, long story. But yeah, it's all good to know what you want and have a vision for what you want. But don't think it's going to magically happen without you putting the effort in, man.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true, yeah. But also, you go back to the other one because, hard work doesn't always pay out. So you need to go mug someone to get your dream done.
Yeah, some people's dreams involve mugging people. What can I say?
Okay, let's just move to the next sort of category because I think we're gonna be short on time. You have something.
I'm gonna throw one of my own in here. Actually,
you're gonna have one of your own.
This is a thing that's been pissing me off in school.
Is it money related? Because we were in the money category.
It's not in the money category. It's more sort of things you hear everywhere and you just sort of take them as read.
Okay, go on.
Be yourself and everyone else will be like you and be happy. That is complete bullshit, okay?
It was literally on my list.
Got
Fuck you, Billy.
Nailed it. I can read your mind. I'm literally living in your walls. Yeah, be yourself and everything will work out fine. Like that sort of Teletubbies children's TV show attitude.
No.
Complete fucking bullshit.
No, it's you can't be yourself.
You know who was being himself? Harold
Hitler.
Shipman. Also Hitler, yes. The entire Nazi party were just being themselves, and who they were fucking terrible.
Exactly.
No one's going to tell a paedophile to be themselves. Being yourself and being honest with the people. No. In fact, fuck you. Change yourself.
See, it changed really drastically.
Yeah, fix your heart
Go
or die.
in the other direction. Wherever you're going, turn around.
Go to the, machine that gives out souls and get yourself a new one. Sometimes who you are is just a bad person, and you can tell that by the actions that you do for other. What effect you have out on the world.
Oh, dude.
Thing is, most of those people don't need to be told to be themselves so you can be happy because they're already being themselves. They're being pedophiles. So,
you saying that kind of put my whole list out of whack because everything has sort of a nice transitions to each other.
Oh, really?
So you fucked me up, man.
Sorry, dude.
Thanks. Okay, so we'll just jump.
I'm just being myself.
Yeah, that's fine. So
a guy who fucks people's shit up.
Okay, so going from that one, the next one will be we're in control of our own choices.
Oh, the free will determinism argument.
Yeah, we're not always in control of our own choices.
No,
sometimes you've been giving choices that are completely out of your control, and you're like voting for Donald Trump or Hillary Clinton. Dude, that was insane.
Yeah, that's a bad choice.
No choice. So how were you in control of that?
Let's take the guy who we don't know anything about at that point. I think I can understand people who voted for Trump in 2016. After that, sorry,
dude,
you're gone.
Come on,
you're
dude.
Gone. But yeah, I could at the time it seemed like a difficult choice because okay, deep state establishment woman who's also kind of personally very evil. Then there's Donald Trump who's insane.
He's just a clown.
He's just an insane moron that no one will work with him anyway. So fuck it. Why not have the president just be a dickhead for 4 years?
And then look what that.
And now he's rounding up immigrants and putting them in concentration camps. Woo! That's fun. Moving on.
I'm just trying to make a
joke out of that. You can't because it's concentration camps. There are no jokes that can be made. No.
So I'm just trying to make the list sort of work. So the next one will be to keep with your train of thought.
Yeah. The train's going to a concentration camp. It's not good.
We moved beyond propaganda.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's no more propaganda out there.
Yeah, people pretend that... the thing is, you know what public relations used to be called? Propaganda. Companies would have a director of propaganda. Yeah. That was the thing in the 30s and shit. Then the Nazis had a minister of propaganda, and it sort of got a dirty word. But propaganda still exists. Advertising is propaganda.
Well, look at American. Have you ever seen? I think it was American Sniper, right?
Oh yeah, that film. Yeah,
that was all propaganda.
There's so many movies like that.
It's I watched one the other day, right? Which they're trying to sort of play on the more younger generation sort of view on things. It's called Boots, right? It's a Netflix TV show. I liked it because I found it funny. So the premise of the story, it's actually written after it's made after a book which is called The Pink Marine.
Yeah.
right? So the whole premise of this TV show is this dude, he's gay. This is 1994 when it was absolutely legal to be gay in the army.
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
United
It's before
States.
Don't Ask, Don't Tell or whatever.
Yeah. So the whole TV show is about this kid that is gay. He's in the army, enrolled with his best friend, and he goes through boot camp, right? And anyway, it's good stories. There are a lot of laughs. There's a whole bunch of sort of sad moments. And then he discovers one of his, I think, drill officers he's actually gay. And he's trying to teach the kid how to be gay in the army.
Yeah.
Sort of without telling him that.
I'll make
right?
the secret sign. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, you don't fiddle on there. No, they don't do that. They don't. But here, the thing is like, but the whole thing, if you watch it and you watch it sort of objectively behind sort of the story, because the story is great. I like the story. I mean, it was a bit gay, but there's nothing wrong with that.
Really? You watched a gay movie? There was gay people in it? How fucking surprising!
Which is nothing wrong with that. But it was.
Not that there's
good
anything wrong with that.
It was a good story, right? So I really enjoyed the story. I got really involved. I really liked the character, how he portrayed them. I liked it. But
Let me guess.
propaganda was insane in there.
Yeah.
We're the strongest. We're the biggest. Oh, Marines. Oh. I'm like, dude.
That's
Come
generally
on.
how Marines think of themselves, though.
Probably, but still, that's like putting it out there and making the new kids being like, maybe it's cool to be a Marine and go shoot some people in Afghanistan.
Yeah, dude. Like, after
Oh,
9/11? Like,
yeah.
was this movie made just after 9/11 by any chance?
No. It was last year.
Oh, really? Well, like, the post-9/11 era, like, you know, the early to mid, like, late 2000s, fucking tons of war propaganda, like all the films,
Yeah.
right? If you ever see a film, an American-made film that has the army equipment or army stuff in it,
Yeah.
the army has to read the script first before they approve their involvement. So if you say anything bad if you need to use the army for anything, you can't badmouth the army. You know, it's not like, you know, back in the day when you could make Platoon or whatever, you know, or Heart of Darkness and that kind of shit. It's all like, you know, it has to be propagandized if the American army has any involvement at all. Funnily enough, you know which film franchise was, asked for, you know, help from the army and didn't get it?
Which one?
The Avengers.
No.
Yeah. They asked for the army, you know, shots for some like helicopters or whatever to, you know, in the first Avengers movie. But because it wasn't like pro-army enough, they didn't do it.
Oh, that's stupid.
I know.
So just to wrap it up, just the last one will be, which we are more connected than ever, which is a lie.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause
Yeah,
we're
we're
not-
more connected than ever, but loneliness is going up.
Because we actually had an episode a couple of
Months.
a
Quite a while
back.
ago, yeah.
Because digitally, yes, we're super connected digitally, but the connection, interhuman connection, it's kind of dying. It's like people don't just go out to just have a run. Like, I mean, I think we're special cases because we're not jobs and we talk with everybody that wants to talk to us.
Yeah. We're kind of like, you know, almost aggressively social with people.
Yeah, because anybody that wants to talk.
You more so than me. I will say that.
Is it?
I have a tendency to just like, you know, I can also sit and stew in my own sort of thoughts and like, you know, I have moods where I just
I
don't
don't
want
want
to
to be
talk
left
to.
alone with my thoughts, dude.
What is in your mind,
I
dude?
don't want to know.
Is this why like every once in a while you like tell criminals how to be better at doing crime? By
Billy.
accident. It just like
Billy.
a little bit of your shadow self sneaks
Billy,
out.
we don't talk about Fight Club.
Were you ever put like completely off topic, but did you ever have like a Fight Club thing when you were like a teenager?
No, we didn't.
Oh, it's like me and a bunch of the other kids like round here used to do that.
Did you watch Fight Club and you're like, let's punch each other in
I
the
hadn't
face?
seen Fight Club. No. It was like no direct punches to the face because otherwise your parents would find out. Because if you come back with like a split lip or whatever.
No, we didn't do that. We were actually normal. What's wrong with you guys?
It was the 2000s, man. There's fuck all else to do. Not all of us had the internet back then. We just
Yes,
used to
you
get.
did. I had the internet in Romania in the 2000s.
Yeah, I kind of, you know, it was dial-up, man. It wasn't the same.
I don't know. Piracy was great in Romania. I'm not gonna lie.
That's fair. No, I was mostly like, things. Our internet connection was way too slow to download like movies or whatever, so it would just be music. I would just download shitloads of music.
Oh, fair enough. And then you go punch each other in the face.
Not in the face. That's
Not in
kind
the
of
face.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Also,
In the
not in the
balls.
nuts. You know?
Oh, not in the balls either. What's the point?
Body shots in like wrestling, man. It was like it wasn't as if like we were doing this officially. There wasn't rules. It was just sort of like, you know, throw each other around, try not to make any visible marks.
Oh, well, I think that was me. It was a good episode, right?
I think that was a perfectly fine episode.
You know what will make it even better?
And that's another lie that we tell ourselves. This was a good episode.
No, but you know what will make it better? If people like, subscribe, and comment.
Yes, if you like, subscribe, and comment a lie that you frequently told yourself for a long time and then have since gotten out of. And we'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.
On the Billy and Andre Show. Like and subscribe. Fuck Israel.